a young woman who a Marjorie Stoneman Douglas teacher described as a joy to have in class. Aiello was close friends with Parkland shooting victim Meadow Pollock. Aiello's mother told me that Sydney felt survivor's guilt and was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder after being on campus the day of the shooting last year. Aiello's mom said Sydney struggled to attend college classes because she was afraid of being in a classroom and was sad but never asked for help before she killed herself. Her mom hopes Sydney's story can help save others.
It breaks my heart that we've lost yet another student from Stoneman Douglas.
Ryan Petty's daughter Elena died in the shooting. He's focused a lot of effort on suicide prevention since the Parkland tragedy, worried that traumatized teens might take their own lives. Petty says people need to ask questions to someone who might be considering suicide, like, have you thought of killing yourself? And have you had any intention of acting on those thoughts?
My advice to parents is ask questions. Don't be afraid. Don't wait.
Sydney Ehrenberg-Seltzer is president and CEO of the Children's Services Council of Broward County. She said there are lots of community resources like the 211 hotline and a new program called Eagles Haven opening next month in Coral Springs. Seltzer said the Parkland tragedy proved that we all need to work to get over the stigma associated with mental health problems and an inability to ask for help when we're struggling. She said it's important for parents to look for suicide warning signs like kids who hurt themselves or stop taking part in important activities.
Parents have to be a little bit more aggressive if they see those signs and not just wait for the child to ask for help, but maybe to take them to those resources.
Sydney Aiello loved yoga, and her mom said she wanted to dedicate her life towards helping others. Now you can help her family by donating money to a GoFundMe account set up in Sydney's memory.
Parkland community is mourning another loss today. We have learned one of the survivors of the Stoneman Douglas shooting took their own life. WPTV News Channel 5's Michelle Casada joins us with one mother's call for awareness. Michelle?
Jay, this is Sydney Aiello. She was a recent Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School graduate. Aiello was at school the day of the mass shooting when 17 people lost their lives in Parkland. She was close friends with shooting victim Meadow Pollock. Aiello's mother said her daughter struggled with survivor's guilt and was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. She said Aiello had trouble attending college classes because she was afraid of being in a classroom. She was sad but never asked for help. Ryan Petty's daughter, Elena, died during the shooting, and since then he's focused on suicide prevention.
It breaks my heart that we've lost yet another student from Stoneman Douglas. My advice to parents is ask questions. Don't be afraid. Don't wait.
I heard 5 pops, and I was like, that's not a drill.
Let's go! I actually heard the gunshots. I heard at least 4, like boom, 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 boom.
And there's breaking news now on Fox News Channel coming to us from South Florida, and Coral Springs police on scene of an active shooter situation at a high school there, Stoneman Douglas High School.
Someone is doing what?
Stoneman Douglas High School. Shut up.
It's being shot up? Are you at the school?
8 minutes past 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Where is this gunman? The question is, how many people did not make it out of that school alive today?
Carmen Centra, Meadow Pollock, Peter Wang, Nicholas Dward, Mr. Christopher Hickson, Mr. Aaron Feiss, Luke Oyer, Elena Petty, Jamie Guttenberg, Martin Duque, Alyssa Al-Hadef, Helena Ramsey, Mr. Scott Beagle, Joaquin Oliver, Kara Logren, Gina Montalto, and Alexander Schachter.